And I'm reading it just as it's written. AJ, who in the made you an expert at anything? I gotta warn you, okay? Question number 3, or my response to question number 3, is either gonna piss you off, especially if you're the person that actually wrote this to me, or you're gonna find it funny. All right, but nonetheless, let's just get into it. So question number 1. Hey AJ, what's up? Startup Junkie, absolutely love it. I share the videos with my friends and I listen to the podcast. Thank you very much. All right, so I own a private school, and because of COVID-19, I'm having a lot of students unenrolled. What can I do? Do you have any suggestions or ideas to help me maintain my enrollment? Actually, I do. Based on other things that you wrote in the email, I can tell you 100% you need to really digitize a lot of your curriculum and put your curriculum online. And how you do that is with an LMS, a learning management system. Now, there are a bunch of LMSs out there that are free, okay, such as Moodle. However, when you use a free LMS, what tends to happen is you don't have the customer support. Is overly complicated because it is what most of them are, open API, and there's no one there to actually walk you through the process of actually converting the stuff that's being taught in the classroom to put it online. And just think about it like this: how are most colleges right now maintaining their enrollment? Basically, all they're doing is shifting their students from the classroom to online. So if you think about basically purchasing an LMS, you can actually help your staff teach everything online during this time. Also, the benefit of that is not only can you take the actual curriculum and put it online, but you can also have the actual teachers in your classroom actually video conference with the students, and that way you should be able to maintain your enrollment. At the very least, you should be able to continue to educate students and keep the tuition. So I hope that answers your question. On to question number 2. Hey, what's up AJ? Love this show, Startup Junkie. All my friends, I try to share it with them and tell them about it. Love the podcast. Thanks again for loving the podcast, which, by the way, we're on iTunes, iHeartMedia, Spotify, as well as TuneIn. All right, so question reads, hey, look, after being laid off, I'm really thinking about starting a business. Help, what should I do? All right, right now is the perfect time. The main thing that you probably need to do right now during this downtime is, 1, definitely make sure you get in and apply for unemployment. But 2, start planning out what it is you want to do. Whether you want to bring a product or service to market, that is exactly what you need to figure out. But more importantly, you need to do what is called a business model canvas. That's different from a business plan, which literally can take 3 to 4 months. A business model canvas can take hours. A business model canvas can take hours, or it can take a couple of days. But with a business model canvas, or a BMC, you're actually able to identify the relationships you need to make the business work, what your value proposition is. In other words, the product or service that you're going to bring to market, as well as the channels you need to use to communicate with your customers, say marketing channels, how you're going to service them, your cost structure. In other words, the things that you have to pay for in order to pull it off, what you're actually going to charge for your product or service. So Google business model canvas and you should see a template come up. Download that template and just start filling it out. And that is the perfect way to really get started on building a business, by simply planning it out. And by the way, a lot of big companies now do this, okay? Whenever they think about bringing a new product or service to market, they do a BMC, as opposed to having their employees who are entrepreneurs, an entrepreneur with inside of a company, actually do a whole long drawn out business plan. So BMC. Now, question number 3. AJ, who in the, and I'm reading it just as it's written. AJ, who in the made you an expert at anything? Well, dear sir, because it is a guy, no one made me an expert at anything. All I do is share my information with you, things that I've learned over my 25 plus years of working in corporate America, as well as an entrepreneur, running an agency, working and doing marketing campaigns for such companies as Apple's, Wrigley, Sony, all of that, okay? And the last thing that I'm gonna say is to go yourself, okay? So if that pisses you off, I'm sorry. But the truth of the matter is, entrepreneurs listen to this show simply because they need insight and they love sharing ideas. And I share ideas with them. And trust me, a lot of times in the comment section, people share ideas with me, and I am able to actually act on their information because I don't know it all, and I don't claim to be an expert at anything, but I can bet you one thing. I bet we're doing more than you are right now. So go all right. So anyway, thanks everyone for checking out this segment where I answered your questions live. Please be sure to check us out on all our social channels because we multi-stream on Facebook and YouTube. And be sure to check out the Startup Junkie live podcast on iTunes, iHeartMedia, Spotify, as well as TuneIn. And until next time, everyone, I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie, and I'm out.